ERi-TV news broadcast crew and I, Delete Ahaya, are now ready for your daily news briefing at 10:30 local time. But first, let us catch up with the major headlines. Eritrean Community Festival in USA. Seminar to nationals on Scandinavian countries. Niger military leaders revoke military pact with France. And China lifts anti-dumping tariffs on Australian barley. On our local news, the Eritrean Community Festival in the United States of America opened yesterday, August 4th, in Seattle with patriotic zeal. Representing the government of Eritrea and the PFDJ, Eritrea's regional governors, Ambassador Abdullah Musa of the Ansabar region, Ambassador Muhammad Ali Hurui of the Gashbarka region, and Ms. Asmarat Abraha of the Northern Red Sea region officially opened the festival. Speaking at the opening ceremony, Mr. Brahane Gabrihiwat, charged the affairs of the Eritrean embassy in the U.S., gave an extensive briefing on the significance of the festival in nurturing noble societal values and the national identity, as well as enhancing public diplomacy activities. Mr. Brahane further stated that the festival is being organized for 49th time in the U.S. and called on nationals abroad to strengthen participation. The annual national festival will continue until August 6th, featuring cultural programs, seminars by the regional governors focusing on the objective situation of the homeland and the region, and sports competitions, among others. Ambassador Mohammed Said Mantai, governor of the Southern Red Sea region, who is taking part on 25th Festival of the Nationals in Scandinavian countries, conducted seminar on the participants of the festival focusing on the objective situation in the homeland and the role of diaspora nationals in the national affairs, noting that leaders with clear vision and strong unity of people are among the basic factors of the victory of the Eritrean people. Ambassador Mohammed Said Mantai called for a sober effort at the family and community level for further consolidating the social values. Ambassador Mohammed Said also commended those that contributed for successful organization of 25th Festival in the Eritrean nationals in Scandinavian countries. The festival that will continue until 6th of August incorporation cultural programs, seminars on objective situation in the homeland, as well as youth and children programs. World Breastfeeding Week was marked today, 5th August, at the national level at the Bet Maha Community Hospital under the theme Ensure Growth and Development of Children with Complementary Feeding and Continuous Breastfeeding. Mr. Andabrahan Sfatyon, Acting Director of the General Public Health at the Ministry of Health, said that breastfeeding is the best source of nutrition for babies and can help protect babies against some short-term and long-term diseases, and has also health benefits for mothers. Mr. Samara Amlasom, Director General of Agricultural Extension at the Ministry of Agriculture, said that the Ministry of Agriculture is conducting encouraging effort in producing nutritious food. The UNICEF representative in Eritrea, on his part, applauding the government and Eritrea's overall effort to enhance children's health through breastfeeding and supplemental food. World Breastfeeding Week is being observed for the 31st time at the international level and for the 26th time in the national level. The National Association of the Eritrean War Disabled Veterans Branch in Ordet Subzone, in partnership with the Ministry of Labor and Social Welfare, extended material support to 52 war disabled veterans in the subzone, including 11 females. The beneficiaries, praising for the support extended, said that the support will have significant contribution in improving their livelihoods. Mr. Mikael Amine, head of the Ministry of Labor and Social Welfare branch in the subzone, called on the beneficiary veterans to make proper use of the material support they were provided in their daily activities and improve their livelihoods and their families. Mr. Germay Gabratinsae, representative of the Ministry of Labor and Social Welfare, on his part noting that supporting war-disabled veterans is not to be left to the government only and called on the public to play due part in the effort. Dear viewers, we will be back with the international news shortly. Just stay. Welcome back. Niger military leaders passed on a decision to end military cooperation deals with France. The decision was announced on Thursday, saying the current leadership will revoke 5 military deals with France dating between 1977 to 2020. France's Foreign Affairs Ministry Friday said that the revocation of the military pact by the COP leaders will have effect in existing military. The announcement comes a little over a week after military COP ousted the country's former president, Mohamed Bazoum, who is currently under detention. Since the COP, tensions between the military leaders and the French government has steadily escalated. As a result, they recall that France and the EU have stopped financial support for Niger last week. China on Friday lifted tariffs on Australian barley import, starting August 5th at a moving aimed at improving bilateral relations. The anti-dumping tariffs and countervailing duties were imposed on mid-2020 at the height of diplomatic tensions between China and Australia. The tariffs were slated to expire next week. The Chinese Ministry of Commerce and the statement today said that it is no longer necessary to continue to impose the anti-dumping duties on importing of the barley originating in Australia. Besides this barley announcement, China also resumed Australian coal import in January. Australian officials said that they welcome the outcome of the PAVE, that way their barley exporters and re-enter the Chinese market, benefiting Australian producers and the Chinese consumers. On our last news, Pakistan and Iran formulated a 5-year plan on Thursday to trade collaboration aiming to achieve the trade goal of $5 billion. Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari and his Iranian counterpart Hossein Amir Abdullahian met in Islamabad to discuss relations and regional issues. The officials said that the trade plan had a primary objective of implementing barriers and including a free trade agreement and establishing institutional connections between the private sectors in both nations, and that the plan would definitely serve the national interests of both countries. Before flying to Islamabad, Abdullahian had said the two sides will discuss relations, economic cooperation, issues in its Muslim world, and common security concerns, including the situation in Afghanistan. Amir Abdullahian arrived on Pakistan capital for the official visit on Wednesday. It is his first trip to Pakistan since his appointment. Dear viewers, we'll be back. This is the end of tonight's news. Let's have a quick recap of the major headlines. Eritrean Community Festival in USA. Seminar to nationals in Scandinavian countries. Niger military leaders revoke military pact with France. China lifts anti-dumping tariffs on Australian barley. That is all with our local and international news. Dear viewers, thanks for watching and have a good night.